Carrying debt on a limited income can feel like trying to climb a hill that never ends. Minimum payments barely move the balance, and progress often feels painfully slow. But with the right approach, even small amounts can start making a real difference. By understanding the numbers, prioritizing payments strategically, and making a few targeted adjustments, it's possible to reduce balances faster than expected and finally start moving toward financial breathing room. Today we will talk about why debt payoff plans stall and the fix that keeps you moving. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding the reality of debt on a low income. Many people believe that paying off debt is impossible if their income is low. When bills, rent, food, and transportation consume most of your paycheck, it can feel like there is nothing left to attack debt with. But the truth is that debt repayment is less about income and more about structure and strategy. Even small amounts can make a big difference when applied consistently. Imagine someone earning $1,200 per month with $6,000 in credit card debt at high interest. At first glance, it looks overwhelming. But when you break the situation into numbers and timelines, it becomes manageable. The biggest mistake people make is feeling powerless and avoiding the math. Avoidance leads to late fees, growing interest, and more stress. Instead, the first step is understanding your exact numbers: how much you owe, what the interest rates are, and what the minimum payments look like. Once everything is written down, the situation becomes clearer and less intimidating. The goal is not to eliminate debt overnight, but to create a realistic plan that works with your current income. Small, consistent payments combined with smart strategies can dramatically reduce repayment time. 2. Calculate your debt with real numbers. Before you can pay off debt faster, you must clearly understand what you owe. Start by listing every debt with 3 numbers: total balance, interest rate, and minimum payment. For example, imagine you have 3 debts. Credit card A has a balance of $3,000 with a 24% interest rate and a $90 minimum payment. Credit card B has $2,000 with a 20% interest rate and a $60 minimum payment. A personal loan might have $1,000 left with a 12% interest rate and a $35 minimum payment. In total, you owe $6,000, and your minimum payments equal $185 per month. If you only pay the minimum, it could take many years to eliminate the debt while paying thousands in interest. But if you increase your monthly payment even slightly, the timeline changes dramatically. Paying $285 instead of $185 means an extra $100 per month toward the balance. That small difference could shorten your repayment timeline by years. Writing down real numbers removes the fear and replaces it with a clear picture. When people see their debt in concrete terms, they can finally build a plan instead of guessing or hoping the situation improves. 3. Use the avalanche method to reduce interest. One of the most effective ways to pay off debt faster is the avalanche method. This strategy focuses on attacking the debt with the highest interest rate first, while continuing minimum payments on the others. Using the previous example, the 24% credit card would be your first target. If you can pay an extra $100 each month, that full amount goes toward the highest interest balance. Instead of sending $90, you send $190 to that card while continuing minimum payments on the other debts. This approach reduces the amount of interest accumulating every month, which means more of your payment goes toward the actual balance. Over time, this saves a significant amount of money. Many people prefer the avalanche method because it is mathematically the fastest way to eliminate debt. It may not feel exciting at first, but the financial impact is powerful. When the first card is finally paid off, you redirect the entire payment amount toward the next debt. Momentum builds quickly, and each balance disappears faster than the previous one. 4. The snowball method for psychological momentum. While the avalanche method focuses on interest rates, the snowball method focuses on motivation. In this strategy, you pay off the smallest debt first, regardless of interest rate. The goal is to create quick wins that build confidence and discipline. For example, if your smallest debt is the $1,000 personal loan, you would focus all extra payments there first. If you add an extra $100 to the $35 minimum, you pay $135 per month. This could eliminate the loan in less than 8 months. Once that debt disappears, the entire $135 payment rolls into the next balance. Now you can pay $195 per month toward the $2,000 credit card. As debts disappear one by one, your payment power increases dramatically. Many people succeed with this method because it keeps them motivated. Seeing a balance hit zero feels rewarding and reinforces the habit of consistent payments. Whether you choose the avalanche or snowball strategy, the key is staying consistent and redirecting payments as each debt is eliminated. 5. Find hidden money in your monthly spending. When income is limited, the fastest way to increase debt payments is by identifying hidden spending leaks. Many people underestimate how much money disappears through small daily purchases. Coffee, snacks, food delivery, unused subscriptions, and impulse online shopping can quietly consume hundreds of dollars each month. Imagine someone spending $8 per day on coffee and snacks during workdays. Over a month, that becomes about $160. Add 2 streaming subscriptions at $15 each, and occasional food delivery costing $80 per month. Suddenly, there is $270 leaving the budget every month without much thought. Redirecting even half of that toward debt repayment could make a huge difference. If $135 per month goes toward debt instead of small expenses, that's $1,620 per year. Many people discover that their debt payoff timeline shortens dramatically simply by redirecting money they were already spending. The goal is not to eliminate every comfort, but to temporarily redirect certain expenses until the debt is gone. 6. Increase income with small, realistic actions. Paying off debt faster becomes easier when you slightly increase your income. This does not always require a major career change or a second full-time job. Small income boosts can make a powerful difference. For example, working just 2 extra hours per week at $15 per hour adds about $120 per month. Selling unused items online might generate another $200 over a few weeks. Freelance work, tutoring, delivery services, or simple online tasks can provide additional cash flow. Imagine adding just $200 per month in extra income and applying it entirely toward debt. Combined with the previous $100 payment increase, that's $300 extra each month. Instead of paying $185, you are now paying $485 toward your balances. At that rate, the $6,000 debt could disappear in roughly 14 months rather than many years. Even temporary income boosts can dramatically accelerate debt payoff. The key is directing every extra dollar toward the goal instead of letting it disappear into new spending. 7. Automate payments to stay consistent. Consistency is the secret weapon of successful debt repayment. One of the easiest ways to maintain consistency is through automation. Setting up automatic payments ensures you never miss a due date and avoids late fees that can slow your progress. But automation can also help you stick to your repayment plan. Instead of relying on willpower each month, schedule a fixed payment amount immediately after your paycheck arrives. For example, if your new plan is to pay $350 toward debt every month, automate that transfer. When the payment happens automatically, you adjust the rest of your spending around what remains. This removes the temptation to skip or delay payments when money feels tight. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.